The center of the law, 4th of May. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Exodus 20 verse 8. In the very bosom of the Decalogue is the 4th commandment, as it was first proclaimed. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the 7th day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day, and hallowed it. Exodus 20 verses 8 to 11. Christ had opened the door or ministration of the most holy place. Light was shining from that open door of the sanctuary in heaven, and the 4th commandment was shown to be included in the law which is there enshrined. What God has established, no man could overthrow. The great controversy, 434, 435. God has given us his commandments, not only to be believed in but to be obeyed. The great Jehovah, when he had laid the foundations of the earth, had dressed the whole world in the garb of beauty, and had filled it with things useful to man, when he had created all the wonders of the land and the sea, instituted the Sabbath day and made it holy. God blessed and sanctified the 7th day, because he rested upon it from all his wondrous work of creation. The Sabbath was made for man, and God would have him put by his labor on that day, as he himself rested after his 6 days' work of creation. Those who reverence the commandments of Jehovah will, after light has been given them in reference to the 4th precept of the Decalogue, obey it without questioning the feasibility or convenience of such obedience. God made man in his own image, and then gave him an example of observing the 7th day, which he sanctified and made holy. He designed that upon that day man should worship him and engage in no secular pursuits. No one who disregards the 4th commandment, after becoming enlightened concerning the claims of the Sabbath, can be held guiltless in the sight of God. At the very beginning of the 4th precept, God said, "Remember," knowing that man, in the multitude of his cares and perplexities, would be tempted to excuse himself from meeting the full requirements of the law, or in the press of worldly business, would forget its sacred importance. But he claims one day, which he has set apart and sanctified. He gives it to man as a day in which he may rest from labor and devote himself to worship and the improvement of his spiritual condition. Testimonies for the Church 4, 247 to 249.